Barely 24 hours after an FCT High Court sitting in Abuja ordered the release of the suspended governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Governor Emefiele or Godwin Emefiele, from detention, another court on Friday has also nullified his arrest, detention and interrogation by the Department of State Services (DSS). In a judgment upon on originating motion on notice brought before the court by Mr. Emefiele against incorporated trustees of Forum for Accountability and Good Leadership, the Attorney General of the Federation, AGF, Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Inspector General of Police, State Security Service, and the Central Bank of Nigeria. The presiding judge held that the arrest, detention, and interrogation of Emefiele were in violation of the subsisting judgment and orders of Justice M.A. Hassan. Mr. Emefiele, through his counsel Mr. Peter Abang, had asked the court to set aside, quash, invalidate, and nullify the arrest and detention of the applicants for being illegal and a nullity in view of the subsisting judgment of Justice M.A. Hassan delivered on December 29, 2022. In another prayer granted by Honorable Justice Beko Kawu, the court made an order setting aside, voiding, quashing, invalidating, and nullifying any warrants of arrest obtained or procured by the respondents, especially the DSS, for the arrest, detention, and or interrogation of Mr. Emefiele in connection with the allegations of terrorism, financing, fraudulent practices, money laundering, round-tripping, threats to national security before or from any court since the date of the judgment of Justice M.A. Hassan. Furthermore, the court granted an injunction restraining the respondents, particularly the DSS, from arresting, detaining, further detaining, or proceeding against, breaching or interfering with Mr. Emefiele's personal liberty and freedom of movement, or taking any other steps against him in connection with any allegations of terrorism, financing, fraudulent practices, money laundering, round-tripping, threats to national unity before or from any court since the date of the judgment of Justice M.A. Hassan. The court finally granted an order of injunction directing and mandating the respondents, particularly the DSS, to forthwith release and unfetter Mr. Emefiele from any arrest, detention, custody, interrogation with regard to allegations of terrorism, financing, fraudulent practices, money laundering, round-tripping, and all of those things and all of that. In his reaction to the latest judgment, counsel to Mr. Emefiele told journalists that beyond the release of his client, that Nigeria must celebrate the fact that the Nigerian judges, despite several acts of intimidation by security agencies and some unfavorable conditions under which they are bold to dispense justice, not minding whose horse is God. He called on the DSS to immediately comply with the orders of the court and release his client so that he can go and look after his failing health. Not so failing health they get aggravated by over 1 month of illegal and unlawful arrest and detention. This judgment is the third favorable judgment the former CBN Elsman is getting against DSS, yet he has remained in detention for over a month. My brother did not do anything. He's only acting on orders from the above. He should have resigned if not for greed. Mad judges, they have been compromised. Hey, you are not serious. The judges have been compromised. If you have any case against Emefiele, take him to court. The question is that why? Well, I would not even be surprised. In one breath, they will be telling you Tinubu is this, Tinubu is that. In another breath, he will be acting the same way Buhari has acted. Well, we are not too surprised. We are not going to be too bothered because he said he's going to do everything Buhari did. He's going to continue from there. So nobody should even be too surprised, because you just have to have done the right thing. Because ordinarily, with the way things are, you should have allowed the case to just follow through. Because at the end of the day, all of these things will be thrown out, even if they try to detain the man over and over again. But with this judgment, you see that it will still be quoted anyhow, anyhow. So this issue of a oh maybe yeah it's just being winchonsin, which is true, because if really you are right, you are doing the right thing, that man shouldn't have stayed in that detention up till now. He would have been charged to court and let the court take its course. But this whole thing is just appearing to be winchonsin, and the unfortunate thing there is that even the person who is doing all of this is even worse than all of them. It's worse than all of them. So ridiculous. Well, Emefiele is being detained for changing the naira to save our democracy from vote buying. In a developed country, he should have been rewarded handsomely, but in Nigeria, he's being detained. Emefiele never took decisions alone. He was given orders by the former president and the MPC of CBN. What happened to the persons that gave the order? That's what we are talking about. If Emefiele did nothing wrong, the DSS or EFCS should charge him to court in that case. If he's culpable of the crime levy against him, then he has to face the music. Nigeria judiciary is the major problem of Nigeria government. So judiciary needs serious reform. It was clear from day one that Tinubu is only after Emefiele because he believed that the timing of the cashless policy was targeted at him. Tinubu is lawless because of the law does not permit the president to remove the CBN governor without recourse to the National Assembly. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.